Oh, shit. Not you. I need the other one. Hold on, there's a dead guy here. Immunosol. And nobody's gonna mention the... Oh, hold on, yeah, there's a thing. The treasure must be near. I can almost smell it. Well, I could, if I had any sensation in my nose or mouth. I've been eating purpleberries for the last day and thought at first they were pleasant. Lately it's been harder to work my jaws to chew them. 6 of us entered this maze under the pretense of a friendly hunt for the maze's secret. But only a fool would take that at face value. Carter got us lost in only a few hours, and when Sydney and some of the others became abrasive, I decided to be proactive. Fewer people to split the reward with. Before I shot him, Carter claimed that it wasn't worth it, that the treasure should be shared. That the treasure could be shared. He must have been desperate indeed if he thought I would fall for the same trick twice. Whatever the case, I'm sure I'll be up and searching again, and I will find the treasure or I will die trying. And he died trying, and some botanist got it, and I'd forgotten the name. But I gotta... Until I get my way out of this maze, which is not guaranteed. I'm sure I'm going this way. Here? I'm in a bit of a pickle. No, I think I made it. I think I made it out.
Hi there, somebody I don't know. Have you stopped to smell the purpleberry flowers of late?
Another one of your code words.
Keep your voice down. Never know who might be listening.
So about the prize you're looking for. I didn't find it, but I did find a lead.
Better than a burning barrel filled with Spectrum original bottles, I suppose. Follow your lead. Keep an eye out for fakes.
I think I'm giving it to the collector. I like museums. They're good things. I'll tell this guy as well.
I'm glad you're back.
Just because I'm going past him. I should have told the original or the other lady.
These miserable outdoors and return to my temperature-controlled office. I'm sure you have questions.
The original wasn't at the center of the Purpleberry hedges, but I might know where to find it.
You do? I should have expected that things wouldn't be as easy as they looked. Well, let me know if you find any other information.
Shall do, Mr. the Lawyer Hutz. Shoots. Okay. Now, the conservatory was where I was going. I guess I'm following this lead now. For some reason. And the conservatory is this way. Cool. Okay, so we've got effusive host. And a frenzied host.
Me? I'm pleased as pie.
Hello. Okay, you're definitely angry. Do you...
Incoming!
Yep.
I'll show you happiness! I'll show you happiness! This pizza
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I was missing every shot there. What did you see? Sounds like it's over here. Oh, more footprints, is it?
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
So, I assume these guys have also got slugs. Yeah, I see a slug there. I'm sure this guy's got a slug as well. I don't see one on you. Oh, no, you're cut. Oh, wow. Oh, you got like 5 on you. Ew. Oh, no, I don't want to look at that. I'm kind of glad I killed you. Yeah, no, they've got several slugs on them. If you've got 1, I suppose it it sort of keeps you happy. If you've got like 5 on you, I assume it sends you insane.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more
She went this way.
belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Drunk Lobbler. That's a primal, clearly. Or related to a primal. Helen went this way, and where's the conservatory? Do we know? I don't know. What's the conservatory look like? Is this a conservatory? That might be a conservatory. I don't know.
Nearby.
She went inside.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Play audio tour.
Please visit the Purpleberry Nut Hut to purchase an audio tour today.
Okay, you have to pay for it. Fuck you. I'm just going in. Carter Reynolds. Ah, no, hold on. Your name. Somebody mentioned your name.
Timeline identifying discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations.
Are you a botanist, Mr.
You
Reynolds?
discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Would you happen to be a botanist by any chance?
Hey, what are you doing?
Alright, I'm in the
here?
conservatory. Okay.
Are you authorized to be in the conservatory? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Are you my ex-wife? No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null.
Are you admitting to murdering
You
your
must
wife,
be the new, groundskeeper?
Mr. Reynolds?
That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet.
Well, you don't know that. He might be dead.
But who are you?
I'm an inspector, or... That's a hard question to answer. Who am I, really? Who are any of us? Or... You're right for the first time. I've returned from beyond the grave to exact my revenge. I am your wife. I'm gonna pretend to be his wife.
Very funny. If you were Edna, you would have stabbed me in the throat halfway through the second word of my first question.
Oh, this poor fella's lost his wits.
I'm getting old, damn it. And after a while, anything that isn't a plant gets hard to distinguish from anything that is. But no, you don't look like Edna. Though you do smell a bit like her, like blood
Okay.
and starship grease.
I don't like this guy.
You must be that freelance.
I want to keep him at
actor.
arm's length.
Well, I suppose you can poke around as you like. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets, bent over plants.
Are you a botanist, by any chance?
Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
You might have a bit of, Spectrum original on you. You're a botanist, right? What do you do for Rizzo's?
I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures. Example, tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it Hexticale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could harvest it.
Jesus, okay.
That one, I think, can be attributed to the waspitos. Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
Well, exactly, you know. Waspitos. I keep wanting to call it waspskitos, but they're just waspitos, and that going from P to Q in my mouth feels wrong. But anyway, these waspitos, what are they? Angry flying bugs, right?
You say angry. I say efficient. Not only can our waspitos defend themselves, but Rizzo's investments as well.
Efficient.
They come through the orchards only during pollination cycles, as dictated by our hive control operators, which means that visitors usually aren't on the receiving ends of their stingers.
Which would be a problem. But if something goes wrong in hive control, the waspitos could get out.
Well, yes, if there's an equipment malfunction. The pollination cycle will have to be manually shut down, which means traveling to hive control while the waspitos swarm.
That sounds fun. I found this bottle at the heart of the the Purpleberry Puzzlehedges. Says it's yours. I should probably ask about Halcyon Helen first. Did she come through here? Because her footprints are in the building.
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
Yeah, alright, try to pretend you're not a sociopath. Alright, I found this bottle at the heart of the Puzzlehedges. Says it's yours.
Oh, there that damn thing is. Thank you. I guess this proves it's wise to label your things. Otherwise, some fool might use them as prizes in an ill-advised scavenger hunt.
Found it real close to where I should have found the Rizzo's original. Strange, huh? Now, did you drop this when you were stealing the original from the maze? You can tell me. Or it was at the center of the maze. Yeah, I'm gonna go with number 1.
I will admit, I did take the original, yes. But I did so to keep it away from those who shouldn't have it. It's safer in my hands. If you're here to get it, I might suggest you give up. I'm known to be quite a stubborn git.
I'm quite happy to shoot you in the head for that, but I want to hear your reasoning here. What do you want the original for?
I didn't want it for anything. I needed to keep it safe. Rizzo's almost never makes mistakes, but offering a classified
You're
original
protecting
product
Rizzo's,
to the
really?
public for free? Any upstart might grab it and use it to make Rizzo's look bad, or steal it to make a new product offshoot, or, law forbid, start a lawsuit of some kind.
What are the chances of any of those being the
Better
case, let
I
alone all
hold
3 of
on
them at
to it.
once? Do you think the mines and killer automechanicals were a bit of an overreaction?
The what now? I didn't order any mines or machines. I just paid Slug to encourage people not to enter the Puzzlehedges. Figured they just dress somebody up like a primal and chase maze-goers, like we did after the Spectrum Black unveiling a decade back. Or maybe that was a real primal, I forget.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna lie. Administrator Ludovico requested that I retrieve the original. Are you going to be difficult?
You work for the admin? Why didn't you just say you were a high-runner? No malice intended from me. Please know that I was just trying to protect the company.
I'll take it off your hands.
Here's the original. Don't do anything with it that I wouldn't do.
Like embarrass the company? I like the idea of it going to the collector and embarrassing Rizzo's. That sounds fun. And she continued out the other end.
You've discovered
Well,
more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
she continued out this way.
Timeline discrepancy
And
detected nearby.
more so. And it sort of goes down there. I wonder if I should head back into the maze and fix up a couple of stuff. No, hold on, that one.
Congratulations,
I keep,
Inspector.
like, expecting
Discovered
that
more
the
footprints belonging to
robot
the
will say
deceased
something
actress
different, but
known
of
as
course it won't.
Halcyon Helen.
Let's see what I've got. Following Helen's trail. Yeah, I'm still doing that. I can return the formula. Huh. It says take it to Samuel Hutz. Do hold on. Okay, no, yeah, I can take it to any of the 3. Just, the thing didn't say. Alright, I'm gonna give it to, the collector. I'm just gonna do that now, since, you know, otherwise I'm just gonna get lost. And forget about it. Or I'm not, but I wanna... I'm nearby, I can just deal with this. I've gotta run past Hutz in order to get to, Navarre? I've forgotten how he pronounced her name. Yeah. I'm just gonna give it to someone else. He's probably gonna try to sue me, but technically we didn't sign a contract, so he's got no leg to stand on. Hello!
Good evening. What did you see last Tuesday?
Stop it.
Keep your voice down. Never know who might be listening.
I like your idea of putting the Spectrum original on a shelf, so here you go. Make Rizzo's look bad.
Let me have a look. It's a little scratched on the neck, and the label's a bit smudged. Smells funny, but I think it is genuine, yes. This'll look real good in my archives. Here's your pay. I'll be in touch if there's ever another time when I need to keep a corporation honest. And if anyone ever
$1,250.
asks, we never met.
Understood, Navarre. Anywho. I don't really mind just taking it for personal profit. What I object to most of all was the one who wanted to steal it in order to sell it back. I mean, there must have been a reason why Rizzo's took it off the market. Probably wasn't that popular. She wouldn't have made that much money off it anyway. Frankly, I think I was saving her some bother. And, you know, it belongs in a museum. More of Helen's.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints.
She's iced a few hosts.
Helen.
Based on what I can see.
Timeline. Congratulations, Inspector.
More, yeah.
You've discovered more footprints
Going that way.
to the deceased actress known as Halcyon
She's heading to this building.
Timeline. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as
He keeps saying the same thing. Biped mechanical.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've
Oh,
discovered
yeah?
more footprints belonging to the deceased actress
Oh.
known as Halcyon Helen.
Back off.
Like a wrapped among the rocks.
What am I doing? I want... Momentary taste of Purpleberry. Where am I headed? I found where the automechanicals are. I can hack into the terminal access, and I can recall the exterminator automechs, and I might do that, because I was told not to destroy them. But first of all, I'm going to read all the things I can read, starting with the personal files. Or the personnel files? No, personal files. View the archived entries. I've got 3. User Keeper 01 entry, a new life. 2 bits deducted from user wages. Opening log. I've always dreamed of living on Eridanos, but the science types always said it was impossible. The gravity will crush your bones, there's no breathable atmosphere, blah blah blah. Well, that's why I've got this new groundskeeper's position, and they're stuck on Terra 2. When these execs are looking to promote somebody, they don't look at the doubters. Oh, and I almost forget the best part. The whole place is automated. Not only do I get a promotion, I also get to work less. All that I need to do is make my way to the hive every so often to set the pollination cycle. Aside from that, it's just keeping the local sprats from eating all the purpleberries. Things are looking damn fine for Sandra Cullen. And then she got stabbed to death. Well, she got bitten to death by wasp ketos. 2 bits deducted from user wages, opening a log. Well, Sandra bit the big one. Company policy says due to our marriage contract, I've got to take her position now. She was your wife. That's something. Something about discouraging workers from dying on the job. So here I am, seeing her body once the wasp ketos stopped stinging it, and it'd be great for my etomophobia. Thinking I might grab a few spectrums and find somewhere to hole up until the execs think I've left or died or something. I thought about the Purpleberry Puzzlehedges, but I've seen a lot of people go in, not a lot of people come out. No clue what might be lurking in there. We should stay on Terra 2. You didn't sound that happy that your wife is dead, Mr. Cullen. 2 bits deducted from user wages, opening log. Strange day today. Left in the shack only to find a fellow I'd never seen before standing out front. He had his hands deep in his pockets and was looking at me with an odd, hungry kind of expression. He said he was either a slug or worked for one, which caused me no small amount of confusion. Didn't have time to ask for clarification because he immediately started asking me for donations to keep the orchards running. First time I'd seen a con man try to convince me to shopkeep that he's actually the one minding the store. Hardly needs saying, but I took my claw rake and chased him off. Here's hoping I don't hear from that loon again. He's not the guy at the front desk, is he? I've forgotten his name. I don't think he was called Cullen. Produce productivity report. Yields are up by 0.003%. Conclusion, the new fertilizer import from Edgewater is working wonders. Not very long. Okay. Faithful to thee, Rizzo's in our fashion. Okay. Investigates a bunch of stuff. Let's read this. Last user, Summers Anna, occupation intern. Activity, exterminate automechanical target, setting reset success. User recording, finally, you darn thing. Now, how do I... Activity, exterminator automechanical targets priority, Spots. Failed. Invalid parameter. Oh, come on now. Work with me here. Exterminated automechanical target priority primeals. Failed. Invalid parameter. User recording expletive deleted. Deleted. This thing. I'll figure that out later. Activity. No target priority set in 10 minutes. Auto-defaulting to all. So she couldn't spell sprats, a 6-letter word, or primals, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 or 8 letter word. I don't think there's an E in there. And I can't count. Recall exterminator automechs. Let's recall them back. So now we've got to find and question the Rizzo's intern, if I can locate her. That'll bring the exterminators back. Here comes well, there's a friendly host over there that seems unfriendly. There come the automechanicals. I didn't even have to destroy any of them. Now, this is not a momentary taste of... this is a faction quest. Where are you? Dead saplings are over there. Fried console is over there. Intern is over there. Alright. I guess I'm gonna do this side mission.
Incoming!
Oh, shit. Oh, hello. How are you guys not dead? Whew. Didn't actually mean to do that, sorry. I'm just wondering what to do first. Continue following... I'm gonna keep following Helen's trail and then come back to the whole... thing, because I think I'm nearby where I'm gonna find what Helen was up to.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I'm gonna go past it this time, instead of just checking it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Drunk Hunter. I'm gonna take these guys out. This shotgun is great.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, we found the end of Helen's trail, finally. And she's got a RR&DD access card. Keycard for the Rizzo's Research and Development District Labs, which is what I was trying to figure out what it meant. If you're reading this, warning anyone... If you're reading this warning anywhere other than the RR&DD Labs, please return to the RR&DD Labs for moderate and extreme pay deduction and a mild reduction of working fingers. Alright. She had a picnic, apparently, with chocolates and plenty of alcohol. Was she alone? Do we have any information? Any logs nearby? Shaft of the tossball stick is bent and cracked, exceeding tossball regulation requirements. The end of the tossball stick is matted.
Wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
Examine the end of the stick. It looks as if someone used this tossball stick to completely obliterate a picnic basket. Maybe it's some kind of upper-class mating ritual.
The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together
she was
furious
with her
increase
ex.
in its usual strength threshold by 52%.
Let's not jump to conclusions. There are drunk primals stomping around. One of them could have broken it.
No point. That's very well inferred. Okay, so the RR&DD labs are over there. There's something over... Oh, that'd be the mosquitoes. Let's, that'd be the electric fences. I'm only gonna go there if I absolutely need to. That's more of her, footprints, and I can ignore that for now. So what do we think? Intern first or the labs? Intern. I can come back to that. I now kind of know where I'm going, and I don't have to continue following the trail. So I'm gonna go speak with this intern. And then I'm gonna go check out the fried console and the dead saplings. We'll see what this business is. What am I actually doing, by the way? This is to do with the, overseeing orchards. No, his name was DeWitt Hathaway, not Cullen. So I think Cullen got thrown off the edge of the city. So this is the dispute over protection payments to Slug. Okay, now I remember. Alright. I've gotten the mechanicals back, but we're still trying to solve who sort of buggered with them. And it seems that it was you and it was an accident. Anna Summers, you're still alive, by the way. And you haven't got a slug on you, which is impressive. I'm surprised there are anyone around here who doesn't have a slug on them.
Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. Okay, you can do this, Anna. Here goes. It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
I thought that was a real good effort. Keep at it.
That was completely lie 65. Quite a high level lie as well. That was completely spended. You didn't embarrass yourself even the slightest bit.
No jest. Well, that's a wager I sure would have lost. Guess even a busted spectrometer can be right if you hold it to the light, huh? I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet.
Have you, I don't think I've met an intern before.
It's not so different from being a regular worker, just with less pay and less respect. Oh, it's also more dangerous than traditional employment. You don't have the experience to back up your work yet, but being fired isn't any less threatening. Work-wise, I do a bit of everything. The orchards have been short-staffed as long as I've been working here. So if there's an odd job around, it usually gets passed to me.
Alright, and you can't spell, apparently. So how did you get your position?
Laws. You've got a sixth sense for finding the most embarrassing question, huh? My mother is the Rizzo's assistant vice president of flavor testing. She set me up with this position. Mostly to keep me from troubling her work.
So you're a Nepo child as well.
Consequently, I don't always feel like I deserve to be here. All the more reason to work harder, I say.
Well, at least you got a good attitude about it. I take it you don't intend to stay an intern.
Much as I love delivering coffee and medical attention, not quite, no. Don't tell anyone I said this, but I sometimes feel that our workers could be treated a little better. Maybe only get electrocuted awake every other day.
You fucking communist.
So I'm shooting for administration in Rizzo's. Maybe even the board itself. Best way to evoke change is from the inside, I think.
Why be an intern if it's riskier than typical employment?
Much higher chance of promotion. If I can tough it out here without getting axed, I can skip the 5+ years of customer service I'd normally have to deal with. I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner
I don't think
I
they do
that,
things
the sooner
by
I can set
merit
to
much.
improving things for everyone else.
But then you are a product of nepotism, which means that you've got a better chance of changing it. So you're kind of a champagne socialist. Assuming nobody exploits your weaknesses to push you into unemployment.
Wow, that's some decidedly paranoid thinking. I can't imagine someone ever doing something that nasty.
I've seen them put humans into cubes. I've learned my fill.
Happy to enlighten you on the fascinating world of internships.
So,
Let me know if there's
I've got some
anything I can
dark
help you
thoughts
with.
in my brain.
Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time.
Have you seen any sign of a beleaguered actor running around here?
Oh yes. I thought I saw someone who looked self-important enough to be her by the conservatory some time ago. Not to speak ill of the dead. I simply never liked the way she stole the limelight from the true star. Burbage 3001.
Ah, so you're a Burbage fan. I don't know what a Burbage fan is, but, You're a Burbage fan.
I certainly am. That aerodynamic chassis, how the light glints off his rotund head, the way he enunciates, cry havoc, and let loose the canids of war. Excuse me, I got a little lightheaded there. Nobody does Shakespeare like Burbage. What were we talking about?
She might be a little, more than a fan. What about Spencer Woolrich?
Who?
Never mind. That's showbiz.
I suppose so. I also suppose Helen won't be stealing the limelight ever again.
Everyone knows her name's Ruth. So you haven't been causing any trouble in the orchards, have you?
What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job if I were trying to break everything. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help.
I'm surprised you're alive. Considering the whole sting you to death thing, I feel like you got off easy.
Don't I know it? Worker friend of mine ran afoul of one of the swarms and had to get new kidneys. Not due to renal failure, but because the mosquitoes kept stinging his kidneys. Don't worry though, mosquitoes are
causing
only
renal
about
failure.
when living folks aren't in the orchards.
So what happens if the mosquitoes get out during visiting hours?
I am contractually obligated to tell you that mosquitoes never get out during visiting hours. But when they do, the only way to get them to return is to go directly to hive control and activate emergency recall. Which isn't easy, considering all the hives near control. But this is all a departure from what I wanted to say. I've been trying to help the orchards, not harm them. Hold a moment. You haven't found anything, have you?
Yeah, so it seems like a bunch of our exterminated automechs were on the warpath. Do you know anything about that?
Well, yes. The orchards are becoming overrun with pests. Usually we give workers handguns and tell them to go to town, which results in many injured workers and a few dead sprats. Our exterminator automechs only kill mosquitoes, and even then, only if an exec somehow ended up in the orchards during a pollinization cycle. So I decided to do some reprogramming. The reprogramming was easy until I locked myself out of the terminal. Then, when I was running away from the bots, I dropped the terminal access card somewhere in the orchards.
So it was a mistake. The bots were shooting anything larger than a mosquito. Must not have recalibrated the targets.
Believe me, I know that now. Guess I did sort of mess that one up.
A little bit. You should really just come clean. I think you're gonna get fired, though.
But there's nothing to come clean about. I've just been doing my best out here.
Okay, goodbye. So is that... I've sorted that one out, right? Okay, there's an access card somewhere. I'll have a look into that. Oh, and I'm also looking to whether or not the, whether or not Slug poisoned the Purpleberry saplings. But we know Slug didn't reprogram the automechs. This lady did by accident and, probably got a few people killed for her troubles. Apparently this one wasn't stealing, but this one was. I find that a bit strange. Do you mind if I read your terminal? I'm going to. Goodbye. To J. Yarborough, subject hypotheticals. Please not lick any part of the storage building. Most components contain at least 40% cyanide, including the solid parts. Okay, so we got a message to Yarbo from H. Carlos. Is that not you? Hang on. You're called Summers. Alright, just checking. I can't remember people's names. So, Jacob. Got a quick rhetorical question for you. Let's say, rhetorically, that one of the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve Keepers got drunk and thought he'd indulge himself in some after-hours hunting. Let's say that, theoretically, he released our primals, and those primals theoretically proceeded to beat him to death with his own rifle, and then escaped to the orchards. Obviously, I'm just worrying for the sake of worrying, but if something like that were to happen, and I'm not saying that it did, especially since such a screw-up would cost me my job, theoretically, Rizzo's might have tested some of their products on these primals, and these primals may have acquired a taste for Rizzo's booze. Booze that I know you have stocked in the orchards. Look, if you see any wayward primals, I'm not saying you will. Please, for the love of law, send me a message. Huntmaster Carlos. I think I pronounced it orchids at first a couple of times there, but it's orchard. Okay. Someone let the monkeys out. Let's read the Overseeing Orchardist note. Must admit, when your old superior described you as a misanthropic, law-damned redacted, I did not expect you would ever acclimate to a position so many others have loathed. Productivity is an all-time high, and what's more, you've not only impressed many visitors with your wonderful attitude, but somehow you seem to get along with the waspitos, or at the very least they haven't killed you yet. I'd like to offer you an unprecedented reward, a one-time 15-minute break to be taken at your discretion. Well done, Yarbrough. Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway. And the groundskeeper note, Purpleberries are going a heck lot faster than the auto mechanicals can pick them. I should be mighty perturbed by what we're wasting, since I've had no treatment. All I've felt is glad about had that treatment, all I felt is glad about things. Goodness, this promotion sure was a life changer. Speaking of, Rudy, I have a feeling you're reading this. Caught you a couple of times peering at me from behind hedges and the like. How about you swing by my shack and we bury the hatchet? I'm a changed man since you recommended me for this position. Got a bottle of Spectrum vodka and we can share. And a chapter of brand new Halcyon Helen cereal. Knew you never liked that. I got advanced copies. Come by Jacob. So he got the slug on him. Can we haven't addressed that properly, I feel like. Okay, so this is the inventory records. Welcome to the Rizzo's inventory records, the sweetest inventory records this side of Eridanos. Don't lick the terminal, you will be electrocuted. Current inventory, item, gardener, auto mechanical, about 23 or so. Status beat up. Notes, waspitos keep stinging these, breaking their stingers and dying, should probably keep them separate. Item, mock apples and purpleberries, amount, I give a lot. Status, hard to count. Notes, do we really got a number for every single fruit? Notes, do we really got a number every single fruit? We got more than enough. Item, waspitos, amount, couple hundred hives. Status, real grumpy. Notes, don't get stung by these. And item, Spectrum vodka, all colors. Amount, 1 left. Status, 1 shipment to the Puzzlehedges, 1 to the Nut Hut. Notes, swing by the Nut Hut with some of my savings later today. Been a long week. Who wrote that in? I think that sounds like Summer's writing for some reason. I get your vibe from that. You still have a thing.
Back again, eh? I knew you couldn't resist my charms for long.
You still got
Let me know if there's anything
thing over
I
your
can help
head.
you with. Unless you already have, and I forgot.
I may have forgotten.
I simply...
Why have you got a thing over your head still? I did... Okay, hang on, let's try again. I'm just gonna skip a couple of...
It's... Oh, work...
Riskier than typical employment. I don't remember.
Mother did mention that from time to time, but she always kept me far away from her work. Who could complain about happier workers and higher profit gains? Happy to enlighten you on the fascinating world of internships.
Okay, you've got a exclamation point over your head, but apparently it's not going away. So, for some reason that hasn't been done yet. All right, I guess the nearest one would be the fried console. So I'll see if I can find a way into this hedge. And I'm just gonna sort that out and hope that sort of clears itself up at some point. It's on the other side of this hedge.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah. Oh, inside. Well, yeah, I should have guessed that much. What do we got? Analyze.
This console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading, console non-functional.
That was
Cause of
lucky.
shortout is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
Don't taste it. There might be cyanide in it. Perform a chemical analysis.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners number 35, number 49, number 240, number 322, number 314, and many, many, many others.
So it's mostly... It's mostly artificial sweeteners. Taste the resin. Fine.
Please stop tasting things, Captain.
Tastes like burnt console and chemicals. Alright, inspect the console. It looks like several of the electrical panels were removed and fastened back into place poorly. What does that tell me? Does that tell me anything? Oh no, I've got to find the access card somewhere in the orchards, which is probably what that's still talking about. All right, I'll look for that. I assume it'll be somewhere. I'm gonna go look at these dead saplings. I assume I'll see it with this scanner, otherwise I gotta search the entire friggin' field. Or it might be near a point of interest. Oh. I'm being hurt by something. I think I'm just being acided. I'll be alright. Parasite jelly. Delicious. Well, that was, eventful.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Well, we've got a leaking pipe. It seems. Is that leading back into something?
Analysis. This discarded canister is typical
It's a discarded
of the
canister.
storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This
Which is a
canister
problem.
contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide on purpleberry saplings, is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards.
Discrepancy amplifier. Where are these canisters usually kept? Well, let's initiate a deeper chemical analysis first.
Chemical makeup of substance.
50-50.
water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
Why? Okay, what are these canisters... Oh, sorry, where are these canisters usually kept?
These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the Purpleberry orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
You don't need to state the obvious every time, discrepancy amplifier. Alright, that means my next port of call is to head to, DeWitt Hathaway. Now, these are the footsteps, right? Right? I'm expecting, yeah, those will be the footsteps. So I'm looking for a card somewhere in here, but I got no idea where exactly it would be. That means you want me to talk to Hathaway again. And it's not the one I picked up with Helen's picnic. See, I see something over there. Hang on. I'm sure I'm seeing something over there. Yeah. I think I should investigate that. I'm going to.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector.
Oh.
You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
She went over here as well. This has got nothing to do with... I don't know what it's got anything to do with, but I'm having a look and I'm stealing some bypass shunts. 23 mock apples. Won't carry those around. I'll take those. Just a storage room she was in? Hold on. Get out. Parts of this note are illegible due to dirt and crushed purpleberry smudges. The writing you can make out is as follows. Helen, I know I told you I'd stumbled onto the scoop of a lifetime, but neither of us could have guessed how deep this would go. Now some slug from the docks is looking for me and asking a lot of questions. It's time to get out. Do you hear me? Don't waste time packing. Just go as soon as you read this. You'll know where to meet me tonight, 10 p.m. around the Grand Ballroom. If you don't show, take the next ship out of here and look back. B. Bertie. So it might not have been Bertie that did the killing. Well, probably wasn't. I mean, I think we know it isn't any of those people. I think there's another suspect. I just gotta figure out who they are. But, looking for this card is gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack. I assume I've got to find it through this method. Orchards worker. I kind of want to get a card back. Anyway.